All right, folks, I'm calling this video, "Don't Go Buying No Seafood, Mama. Daddy's Coming Home with the Crabs." You'll see on this video me catching some of these crabs in the Biloxi Back Bay of South Mississippi. And if you've never been down here, look, you need to come down here and check this place out. This is a sportsman's paradise, and if you're tired of crabbing, you can go right across on Highway 90. You can get all the casino play you want. But yesterday, I went out, and let's take a look in this ice chest. Look at these beautiful Gulf Coast blue crabs that came out of baskets. Now look, I tried to get video of me pulling these out of the basket, but look, let me tell you something. When you're getting these crabs in the basket, ain't nobody got time to video nothing. So you're gonna see some shots of me pulling up a couple of baskets going, nope, none yet, nope, none yet. And then you're gonna see one at the end where the crab was hanging on the bottom of the basket and he let go. But once we started catching these crabs, I didn't have no time to be videoing nothing. All right, yesterday I caught some blue crabs in the Back Bay of Biloxi in South Mississippi. So my plan is we're going to put these crabs in this pot tonight. I'm going to show you how I prep these. One of the first things I do is I started looking over here and I started reading all of this, and you'll have to excuse me. I've got to break out my old man eyes. And it says, put 1 tablespoon of Zatarain's liquid crab boil, return to boil, and turn crab to... that ain't how we do this down here. I'm going to take this water, I'm going to prep. And I'm going to take this liquid crab boil because I've got about 12 gallons of water in this pot. It's not as high as I do for crawfish because I don't have to. These are crabs. That is a pint of Zatarain's liquid that I'm putting in here for crabs. Okay? Then it says, add salt to taste. Well, this is Zatarain's crab boil as well. But this is the crab boil that we use for crawfish boils. Well, here's the thing. The primary ingredient in this is salt. So this is how I'm salting today. About half of one of these bad boys, which is Zatarain's powdered crawfish boil. Once I get done with that, I have my water crab boiled up the way I want it. All you have to do is cut the top of this onion off and quarter it like this. Throw it in there. I got 2 of these that I've done just like that. Just cut the top off, throw the whole head in there. 3 of them that I cut the top off like that. When we get this to a boil, that lemon juice is getting into the water. All we got to do is cut these son of guns in half and put them in the water. So I've got 2 onions, 3 heads of garlic, and 8 lemons that I'm prepping this water with. Now with crawfish, we throw other stuff in there too. One, we got way more of the powder in there as well. All in the water. Now, we're about to put some heat under this pot. And away we go. That ain't the way to call it a day. Alright, so here's the process. When we're boiling these crabs, what we're doing, and I'm over here sitting on the tailgate of the truck because that microphone over there in the outdoor kitchen, aka the garage, would not let you hear what I'm saying. I've got this coming up to a boil. Once it gets up to a boil, and the other thing that I didn't show on video, sorry about that, was I had a bag of new potatoes that I put in there that when I'm bringing that water to a boil, it's coming up with those new potatoes. Once I get that water to a good rolling boil, I'm going to take that lid off, pull that basket out, and take all of those crabs that you saw in the ice chest, throw them in the basket, then throw them back in the boiling water. Once I get them in that boiling water, I'm also going to throw in 4 ears of corn. Why 4? Because 4 people are here tonight. So I'm going to throw 4 ears of corn in there, make sure it comes back up to a boil, and let it roll for about 5 minutes. Once it's rolled for 5 minutes, you're going to see me shut the flame off and cool that pot down. Cooling the pot down lets me make sure that those crabs sink down into that water and they draw up those spices. And that's what's going to make it oh so good.
Crabs have hard scales. You gotta let it soak on. Well, you gotta let it boil longer before you soak. I didn't probably start it. I was just 2 minutes. The crabs you have to get possible. All right, let's listen to it.
Let me tell you something, folks. I have been a fan of Chevrolet trucks for as long as I could drive. The first car I ever remember is a 1966 Chevrolet Impala. That was my dad's car. Had a rotted out floorboard in the back. The cat would crawl up in the back seat, crap all over in that back seat of that car. We called it the Super Tuber Doo-Doo Scooper. But since then, I have been a GM fan ever since. This truck you see is mine. This is the Silverado 2500 HD diesel with the Duramax. That's the Fat Daddy truck. When my son graduated school, I said I got to give him a mini-me. So I got him the Chevrolet Colorado, which is the mini-me. It's a gas powered, but this son of a gun is a workhorse. Chevrolet, if you ain't giving me no dimes on this, you out. This is the last mention you'll ever get from me. And if you make any more of them EV vehicles, me and you gonna have a talk.
Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers.
All right. Crabs boiled for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I shut off the boil. I cooled the boil down using that water hose. Now, after a 30-minute soak, let's see what we got. One, woo, it's steaming up my glasses, me. Look here. Always when you're boiling, you want to have a rag to be the buffer while you drain. You know you got the spice right when you got a cough. It clears your sinuses down here in the south. This is better than Allegra. Oh, look in that pot. Look at those crabs. Or as they say in South Louisiana, on crab. That's got a barnacle on her. We're gonna load the crab up in one. We're gonna load the veggies in the other. All right, now it's time to put the veggies over here. Yes, yes. That's the way we do a crab ball in South Mississippi. All right, so what I'm going to show y'all now is how to tell the difference between a male and a female crab. If you look at a crab and you look at the bottom and you've got that big horseshoe shape or a triangle shape, that is a female, okay? That is so when it comes time for her to lay eggs, she'll open that up and that'll be a big spongy bottom. You'll see an orange sponge. And if you ever catch a female that has sponge on her, you've got to throw her back by law, because that's how we get more crabs in the future. If you get a crab in your trap or in your net and it's got this shape, that is a male crab. Looks like a rocket taking off. That is a male crab. Here is a female crab. Don't go buy no seafood, mama. Like I said, Daddy's coming home with the crabs.